Welcome to the Product Business Podcast. This is your number one podcast for the tips, actions, and insights to make more money from your products while enjoying your life. I'm your host, Amy Wenslow. Let's dive right in. Hello, everyone. I am so glad that we are here today. I'm so excited because I have been thinking about you, and today was one of the days where I have the incredible privilege and honor of hosting our live call-in show. And this morning, before the show, I had a discovery conversation with a gentleman from Charlotte, North Carolina. And, this call starts and he's like, wow, you're really energetic today. And I said, well, it's always one of my favorite days when I get to do the Product Business Show live. So one of the things that's been going through my head is managing energy. And one of my dear friends called me. She actually texted me. Now, I have a couple of really good female friends that are up to things. They're go-getters, and we hold each other to this standard of like, come on, let's go, and what are we doing? And let's move each other, right? So these two women are fabulously involved in growing businesses, energy dynamics, personal growth. I've been in personal growth trainings and leadership programs for well over 20 years. So it's something that we have a certain level of mastery with. Now, my friend that I normally do a daily check-in, what we do is we declare what we're willing to let go of that day, what we need to let go of so we can be fully present for the day. And then what is our statement of possibility or intention for the day? Like, what are we creating? And it's really more about who are we being that has the day work, right? And then we go through, okay, these three things are the priorities for the day. And so my other friend texted me, and she was feeling a little bit of a kind of like a little energy hangover from the day before, just some family things had gone on. And she was on her way to a meeting. It was an important meeting. And she's like, hey, I could use a pep talk. Now, without giving away too much detail, it's really important to have those relationships in your life where you need the phone a friend. You've got a friend that is going to see you and your possibility and your greatness, no matter what is really going on. They're willing to meet you there and say, wow, I get you're having a bad day, or I get it that this is a little bit of a challenge. And you know what? I've seen you come out the other side of this kind of thing before, and you always find a way to do it. And you need the person who's going to pour into you for just a few minutes. And you need to be the kind of person for you to not be stuck, right? Stuck is really an excuse. It's a way to not be accountable. But if you are committed to moving forward and you have those friends or those family members or business colleagues that are willing to pour in and are willing to say, hey, I get it, it's tough right now, and you'll pull through this. Okay, what is it you want to create? All right, what is it that you're trying to have happen? Okay, now you've done this before, you've done that, and they're willing to hold you in that space, then miracles can happen, right? And that's really the gift of friendships and associations and relationships that build you, that lift you up. It's so important. And the only way that happens is my friend noticed that she was feeling a little off and actually reached out, texted, and said, hey, I could use X, right? And we count on each other for that. And we look to that, and we share a lot of just life together. And it helps to have you reset. I reset when I'm doing it with her, and I ended up doing the happy dance on my back deck here in the mountains from what we created in about, I think it was a 5 or 10 minute quick conversation. And the only way that it can be that short is when the two of you are committed to something different and aren't willing to stick around in the stuff that's not working, right? That you're really committed to having the growth and the blossoming and the experience of expansion and peace. And it was a beautiful reset to the day. It was right around 12:30, and I got the privilege of being able to pray with my friend, clear the space, have a laugh, do the happy dance. And it happened because she wanted something, needed something, and is so amazingly wise and self-aware. So having those relationships helps you reset and it helps you shake off the murkiness. So with that, everyone, please tune in for the next show or listen to the one from this morning's live show. We've already posted the podcast episode, and it was all about bringing your customers along on a journey and how do you use different story points of your product and of your business and of your life to expand the following and the impact that you have. With that, everyone, I'm so honored that you're listening, and join us for the next one. You have just listened to the Product Business Podcast with me, your host, Amy Wenslow. Subscribe, review, and share our podcast on Apple iTunes, Podcasts, or Google Play. Until next time.